Hi, I'm Lindsay Collins, and this is Mrs. Collins Math. Today I'm going to teach you Minnesota Math Standard 8.1.1.1b. Know that the sum of a rational number and an irrational number is irrational, and the product of a non-zero rational number and an irrational number is irrational. You're going to get practice problems that say perform the operation and label as either rational or irrational. Math is hard. Let me help. I have here two examples of these rational numbers. I've dyed it blue so that you can see it easier, and it represents a rational number. When you add, you are combining two groups together. So here is a rational number plus a rational number poured together, rational answer. Okay, here I have the square root of 7 plus 11. The square root of 7 is an irrational number, so I've dyed it red. 11 is just plain old water. Combine these two groups together, and the irrational number will contaminate the rational number, and the answer is irrational because the answer is red. Here's another irrational plus an irrational number. Now, they are both red because they're both irrational numbers. When you combine these two groups together, you're going to get red or an irrational number. So for subtraction, what you're going to do is think of taking away. Now, the rules still apply, the same ones for irrational and rational as the rules in addition. However, when you take away an irrational number, you're going to leave an irrational group. So if you have 6 take away the square root of 7, you're going to take away that irrational group of the square root of 7, and you're left with an irrational number that's infected. Now let's go over to some products. Products are combining groups together. This is 2.5 times 8, or 2.5 groups of 8. Both of them are rational numbers, so again, I put them blue. Add these groups together, and you get blue, or a rational number. Here is a little bit more on the dark side. 4 times pi, or 4 groups of pi. These are all dyed red because the pi is irrational. So when you combine these groups together, they're going to be red or irrational. So a rational number times an irrational number is irrational answer. Here is 1/3 times pi, or 1/3 group of pi. So here the pi is red, and I'm going to use a pipette to slowly draw up 1/3 of the group of pi. So this is about 1/3 of pi, and it's red, it's irrational. So rational times irrational is irrational. If they want a specific answer, use a calculator. Otherwise, this is a really easy method to figure out if it's rational or irrational. Here I have the square root of 2 times 9. Now, 9 is a rational number, but my pipette is going to draw up the square root of 2, and that's irrational, so it's going to infect the group. So in the pipette is my answer. You can see it's red or irrational. Now, when we do division, again, it's the opposite of multiplication. The rules are going to stay the same with the irrational and rational numbers. So when you have pi divided by 3, you're going to take pi and split it up into 3 groups. Pi is irrational, so your answer is going to be irrational. All right, again, this is Lindsay Collins with Mrs. Collins Math. I sure hope this has helped you. If you have any questions or comments, put them all down and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right, you got this. Goodbye.